onto Kubernetes. How I'll do it? I'll show you. Okay, the UI code. This is the UI code. What is it? I have already tested on my. I've just uploaded onto a repo. There's Docker. There's everything. So, okay. Also, I will try to show you one thing before starting this code. Okay.
English, don't do too fast on the explanation.
Okay, okay. Good. This is the tool I was telling you. Okay. This is Lens. I'm using OpenLens. Okay. Lens is paid version. You can use OpenLens. It is on the repo somewhere. This is my infra pod. I've already deployed it on AWS using Terraform. Okay. These are my pods. I have many projects on it. I'm using it. You can see I have many pods, deployment, everything. During my presentation, I'm going to deploy an application, a React application into a pod. And we will see how the orchestration is deployed using Argo CD. Okay. This is the pod. I said OpenLens. Good. This is Argo CD. Argo CD. Here there is one pod I will cover. The repo. Argo CD is a tool whereby you can connect your repo and that will deploy the project. I have already connected my repo here. I won't go into the detail. You can use it. It's there, the repo. I'll just spin up the container on the Kubernetes infra. Okay. Before proceeding, just to put it into the bar, let's go deep dive into the code. Okay. What code I'm using, I'll give you. Good. The UI code, okay? Good. This is the UI code, the application. Developers, this is for you, okay? I have everything wrapped in this, okay? The package JSON, everything. Yes, this is the UI pod. And for the infra pod, I'll go into this. This is the infra, the code for the infra. Good. This is Terraform, everything has been Terraform. Also, with GitLab, there's something called the GitLab runner. On Azure, I don't know what it is called, but here the deployment is being used by the GitLab runner to make the build. All the build stages on this, you see? Valid, plan, deploy. When a developer commits something on the cloud, my GitLab will validate the code. Using Terraform, will plan it and deploy it to the containers. Okay. Assume I have already done the commit. I will show you what happens. We are on the UI pod here. Okay. Just decrease the size. On GitLab, there is pipeline that will be activated whenever there is commits. What happened? This happened. There are three stages: validate, the build, and the update version. There's npm link. If you click on it, this happened. There's a success job that is done. What happened next? There's quality check. Quality check. I don't know how many of you use SonarQube. Is there some use SonarQube? I have already paused it on SonarQube. Then what happened? These two things. What happened? The UI pod. There is the npm. The React application is being built in. It built, it put it on the SRC file. Now what happens? It put it on the, using AWS infrastructure. There's the container registry. It put it on the container registry. Okay, I'll show you in a minute here. It built the Docker. Then, this is a pod. It create the image and push it on the Amazon ECS platform. There's a container. Then what happened? Here I will cover this part later because it is the Argo pod, Argo CD. It updates the repo, this repo, because whenever the developer commits something, there's a commit hash that happens and update the repo. This is the pod because why I'm going not in the, it takes a lot of time. It takes 13 minutes to compile. This is why I'm wrapping up. infra-pod, just to give you an idea of what happens. Using Terraform, this is what happens, okay? My dear friend told there's Terraform plan and Terraform apply. Terraform plan is the dry run pod, and Terraform apply, it's what gets provisioned onto the infra. Using my code, this happened. It deployed everything there. The staging, it's creating the cluster. I have already 2 clusters. The staging and the prod. For us today, I'm deploying everything onto the staging cluster. Okay, what it provision? It provision the pods, the DNS, everything Terraform uses. Okay, I'll deep dive into this now. Okay, this is the demo pod. What happens? I'll just click a new app. Okay, there is the edit as I will copy it from here. It is on my repo here. Okay, it is in this folder. Okay, this is a hand job. This is help command. Okay, I'll copy it. One code to take into consideration. I'll explain. There is self heal. If you don't put this command, I'll explain you later what happened and what doesn't happen also. Normally, when containers are provisioned, it may happen sometimes developers commit something that breaks the container, break the whole infrastructure. But this self-heal feature, what it does, it doesn't provision that container, it rolls back onto a previous option that doesn't break the system. Let's take this code. I was here. I'll provision this. You take this code. There are many ways to do it. Rangan will say this, I'm doing this way. There are different workflows. No, each one uses his way. Okay. Let's go on to this part and put it this way. Good. Let's analyze this code. What it is here? It is connecting to this repo. This repo is on Maha. It's using Kubernetes service file, okay? The other thing I won't go because I don't know lots of you hasn't used helm job. Yes. Okay. If you want to, okay, just give me. Okay. I just saved it. Good. It is connecting to my repo. This repo I previously told you I have already studied onto my Argo CD. I just space create. I hope it works. Okay, you will see here where it is MSC. It's missing. Let's click on MSC. It is provisioning all the pods. Okay. There's missing feature. I don't know which missing feature. It's provisioning now. Don't worry. Okay. If I show you on Lens, now I'll go on Lens. Good. This container has been deployed. Okay. I go into my pod, the namespace I'm using. I don't know if I can zoom in. Okay, no. If I go for MSC, let's search it. Okay, good. You will see everything. The container being deployed. Okay. There's one container which has been deployed. Okay. One thing I will show you. I have told you. I have discussed with you. There's the replica set. I don't know if many of you know replica set. When I embarked onto Kubernetes, I was saying, what is replica set? And I understand, oh, okay, it's provisioning many pods. This is at instance. We have only one container. Okay, let's get back to Argo CD. I don't know why it's failing, but normally the application should have been deployed here. I'll just remove it. Okay. The problem is it takes time to provision the Let's encrypt certificate. Okay, 1 minute. I'll fix it live on you. Oh, it's still synchronizing. Give me 1 minute. Normally, Argo CD, it takes 3 minutes to connect with your repo to do that. There's a lapse of 3 minutes. It doesn't connect, ping. It takes some time. Normally, our application should have been deployed here. But behind, it is Argo CD that's doing the magic. If this is not the case. I'll treat another case. Let's take another example. This one, I have tested it. This is a pod that was made, and if you click on this pod, it will give you a URL. So what was deployed here? It was onboarding. Yes. But there should have been an application, something like it, that would have been deployed. But here I don't know why it is not deploying. Maybe you should give it some additional time. Okay, 1 minute. Let's get back to the MSCC pod. Yeah, it's out of sync. Okay. 1 minute. I know where the problem. I should go into my. Do you have any question before I proceed? Are you understanding? No.
I have a question regarding your runners.
Your GitLab runners.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you said you put the repo in your Argo CD. So then where it is putting everything and building the application?
I'll show you. If you go onto my spot, you will see I have used in GitLab. You have GitLab runners, and the runners, there are many types of executor that you can use. You can use QBash, you can use Docker,
and
yes. But here I'm using Kubernetes. Okay. The Kubernetes part. Now, if you are assuming where it is here. My GitLab runner. If I look for runners here on GitLab.
So it creates the GitLab runner on the fly.
No, at present no. At present it doesn't create. When there is an issue, it creates runners. It may happen that the runners are unhealthy. It creates. If you want to provision runners, you can use Helm chart here. Okay? You can go to Helm chart. They are. Yeah, you can see this. You need just to connect the repository of GitLab here. Here it's Bitnami. Okay, it's Bitnami. You connect some. Will import it. Then you can provision GitLab runner on the Kubernetes endpoint. So yeah, normally one thing. How much minutes? 13 minutes left. Okay, I'll fix it for you. Okay, give me 1 minute. Let's see. This what is it? This is.
See, people, this is called working under pressure.
Yeah, this is working. Normally. Yesterday I was preparing this until 3 in the morning.
I'm pretty sure students know this feeling about, last minutes of the
Yeah, this So these are other projects on my staging environment. I wanted to deploy this one. Yes, it has provisioned the service file. The deployment. If you click on deployment, you will see there is a hand shot here. I will show you. On edit. Yeah. Normally, if you need to take the code, you have to write it.
Yes.
Normally, here it is picking it up from here on the UI port, on the infra port. I'm on here. You see here, it is picking it from this directory. It's not here. Sorry. Argo CD is communicating with this table. Okay? To pick up everything from here. There's a chart. There's also the deployment, everything into this. Let's do one thing. I will change one thing for you. Okay. I'll see where is my issue. First. You see here, I will change this. 1 minute away, I will change this. This is the issue. It's I have 3 C's. I will modify this and Argo CD to redeploy it for me. Good? I just connect to my repo here where it is. This is the repo for my infra-pod. Let's close this. Close this one. Yes, so the infra-pod. I'll show you. Let's do it live. I know you are not seeing it. Okay, I just go. change this. Good. Save it. I don't use the terminal here because I have problem with shortcut. Let's save it. I wanted to go back and forth, but I don't know if the container would have intrusion, I would have destroyed this container, and on the fly, Argo CD would have healed it. But it's up and running. I need to see what is the issue. Let's check the log. This is the tool I was telling you, because if you go onto terminal and try to see the log, it is not quite obvious to see everything. You have the performance, everything. This is a tool I personally use. I would say this is the Kubernetes ID part issue, because I know this is, my friend uses few CLI to do things, but you can use it. This, you have many features you can use. You can see what are the issues with the deployment. You can see the daemon set, the replica set, everything. But let's see if one thing, I'll just destroy this for you. Let me destroy this, I'll delete it. Don't worry. And SCC, this is good. Let's put it good. When you enter this, you should, yes. It's MSCC, it's all. It destroys the whole infra on Kubernetes with only some click. You don't need to go and say kubectl, delete namespace, everything. It will delete it. Here it is missing, it would have everything on the fly. Yes, let's click on this. 10 minutes ago, good. It was trying to provision a container on AWS. But sorry, kids, for this issue, I didn't anticipate that there would have been an issue here. Me also, I'm using it, but I have not reached maturity with this product. But this product, it's not in its infancy, it has reached its maturity.
I think the problem I have with these kind of tools is that they have
too many
much.
features. It's bloated.
It's bloated. Yeah. For example, you say I use CLI most of the time. This whole deployment thing on the CLI, maybe with 5 commands, it's done.
Yeah, for simple, but when you
I
have
have
to
got my YAML file, I've got everything, kubectl apply, and it's working. But here I will need to understand how the tool works, what each person does, and it's too much.
It's too much hassle for you.
Yeah.
But for me, I have to manage many nodes, many clusters, I have to use it. What advantage it gives me? I gain a lot in terms of time. And okay, let's change one thing. Yeah, OpenLens and Lens are the same thing. OpenLens, because Lens, it's a paid version of OpenLens, you can use it. I didn't anticipate that you are broken. Sorry for this. I have done my maximum just to give you an idea. But obviously,
In fact, you should always expect things to break.
yeah, no, but yes, this is true. But this tool is good. It's a very nice tool for you. You have an overview of each deployment. This is the, if you want to see. This is the port, the policies, everything, which node it is connected, which IP, you get it here. You don't need to type the code, everything. You can get it here. Good? Okay, one point I will, okay, synchronizing 2 seconds. Okay, let's wait. Yes, this is the part I wanted to explain you. It is a tool that can reduce the hassle that you face as a developer every day. For the provision of containers, you can use Argo CD. We have in the market, we have other tools also. But Argo CD have used personally. You can see these are other projects that I am running to deploy. This is a simple application. Huh? Normally, the application for me, you have the UI part and there is the backend, and I have the database backup. Everything runs into containers. And you can use Argo CD to manage everything. Argo CD is a tool.
If you bypass the certificate and try to view your website, you should be able to do it.
I think there is an issue I have created. I know where the problem is. The problem is with my infra. I've used different names, MSCC. You know, it's a conflicting issue.
Try to bypass the certificate using the advanced.
Just to see the application.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, there's an issue. There's an issue because I have Aux. Obviously, has destroyed that the certificate. It communicates with Let's Encrypt to destroy that. When you terminate anything, Argo CD destroy the certificate because you know there's a time limit on Let's Encrypt. You can't just.
Yes.
This is the issue. Okay, it is not here. You see, I have destroyed. Previously, I was getting, but now Argo CD has Aux. No, here I had used. It is no more here now. Argo CD destroy everything using the cascading effect. There's an option on Argo CD. If you don't want the cascading effect, you can disable it. If you don't want that Let's Encrypt to do this, you can disable the cascading effect. There is this option in this. Because it may happen you have a domain you want to use users. This is a staging environment. I can permit myself to use many subdomains. But if I have a certificate on it, I won't be able to do this. This is I would say, Argo CD harness the powers of Kubernetes to deliver you this. For us, for DevOps, it's a tool for me because I use it on a daily basis. It helps me because I have tons of project requirements come from software engineering. Okay, you can provision this. I use majority of things or templating for me. I just move something. On my daily basis, what I use, I have just the free repo I have showed you. Okay, the free of the UI for the front. If there is the back, and the deploy is the hand chart. And the infra, what it does, the infra part, because here in my Terraform, I'll give you one slide. This is the base infra, what I have used. This is the code. But I've used to provision the Bastion servers. This, because what it does, provision a cluster for my pod and a cluster for my staging. And it put everything there, and I use this tool to communicate. You see, this is, I'm communicating with my cluster on the prod. And this is my, on the, this one, it's my staging environment. Good. You can use, it's a tool, I know it's an advanced tool, many of us will say, okay, it's a bit advanced, but for we DevOps, it is a tool that lessens the pressure on us. It's a tool. Yeah, you are true. If you know your command at hand and you don't know, just for a case, I have used MSCC CC. If I do a typographical error, I just, yes. This is because one thing what I had used to say, à la base, comme on dit, I am from the CISO operation. I had to move on to DevOps. But many software engineers are not making the move to this. This is a tool that you can use to embark on the journey for you. This is a tool that can help you. For us, like Langan said, we use CLI tool to do our job. This is very true. Because myself, I use CLI. If you, for the demonstration, I have used VS Code because I use terminal. This is the place where I use. Yeah.
See, DevOps is just a fancy term.
Yes. It's a practice. Yes. Yes. À la base, on est sysadmin. So I have 28 seconds left. I think I have covered my thought. Okay. storage this way it is. I've taken more than 15 liters. You can use it if anyone wants to try Argo CD. One thing I have not done. What? No. No, my repo is not public. I have a repo on GitHub. There's Terraform there. I'll try to push it there. One thing. No, I don't know. Issue I don't know. Where is Argo CD hosted? It's not hosted on a server. It's hosted on
Zero area.
Yes.
No,
Yes. The Argo CD. No, the Argo CD is hosted on the Kubernetes, on a cluster in a pod. Because Rengen will container. What principle it uses? It uses the proxy envoy. I don't know if it uses the proxy envoy just to get into a pod and communicate. If those who have used, who are well known, what is a service mesh, we will know what I'm saying. Argo CD harness that capability to deploy. So if you have Linkerd, yes, it's a tool to manage service mesh. Yes, to communicate with the microservices. So if you have any questions, sysadmin, or I would say for students from Polytechnic, if you have, I know this is very far-fetched for you, for your daily basis, how this will help you. I will tell you how this will, because to go onto AWS to provision anything, it will take you time. If you have those things on a repo, you just click Terraform apply, it will simplify your journey. And at times, I know when you have iteration to do, you want to test anything, you can use Argo CD to deploy many containers. You have one container that has the V1, one container that has the V2. This is a tool that can help you. Good. I'm okay with my presentation. I know how wrap many things and it has not deployed successfully, but one thing I'm telling you, this presentation I have wrapped it. There will be developers conference that is coming. I will do a presentation whereby I will deploy the whole infra for you. In a workshop session, the whole infrastructure, the Kubernetes, then I will tell you how to use Argo CD. I will try to connect everything. I have covered only the Argo CD. It is the deployment part. Good for me. I know how being big. Good. Thank you very much.
TFS.